from FedEx. We've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that,
the calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015.
the concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
Jameis going to look to throw right away. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And it's fielded at the 34. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Takes it to about the 37. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. But you look at this defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Give them 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from
down the numbers, there he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, it's Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Richardson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary. Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible.
Touchdown, Washington! Jahan Dotson, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there. space, a loss results there.
Flush to his right. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Richardson to the left side and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 73 yards. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started to tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Richardson looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Anthony Richardson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Commanders' offense set to take over. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. On play action, Winston. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
Stay in that groove here this go-around. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys 1st down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. The Cowboys at 9-2 to start play. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll run left with Pollard. Down to about the 22 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
A give to Pollard running left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. The PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Jameis now on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down, Winston. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Winston now to throw on first down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw, Winston. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Right there.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Richardson shotgun on third down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Pollard will take it up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Dancing to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
Right. Yeah,
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Ready.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jahan Dotson, the Commanders, set to take over. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Isaiah Simmons in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Winston. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And Washington has taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he ran until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Forced out to his left. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd is worth through 3. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here we go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Lance. Steps away to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Winston. Under a heavy rush and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd down. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Robinson up the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Lance back to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Handoff now to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the 2nd half. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So now the Cowboys down by a field goal, 26 seconds to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw. That is caught. Schoonmaker still on his feet and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now 1st and goal.
Ready?
Now Lance out to his left. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Winston. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One last shot now for Winston. Christian Harris in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Dallas, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside